Hi all, Bill Greenberg with PhoneScholar.com. Today is Monday, June 28, 2010. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Since the last couple of days last week were iPhone 4 days, today will be Android Day because that's where all the news stories came out about. So the first one, here's a summary of everything that's on the website today. Samsung unveils Galaxy S models for Sprint, Verizon Wireless, and US Cellular. Also T-Mobile. They didn't put it on here, but T-Mobile's announced on here too. And of course, they've already announced the Galaxy S type phone, the Captivate for the AT&T. And here we go. The Epic is the one for Sprint. And all of these released phones have these basic features, which is the 4-inch Super AMOLED screen, which based on the reports of the ones that have already been released overseas, they are a phenomenal screen in line with the new iPhone 4 screen, and I can't wait to see one actually in my hands. I think it'll be really great to look at. The 1 GHz Hummingbird processor, the 5 megapixel camera, the HD video capture, a front-facing VGA camera for video chat, or FaceTime, or whatever you want to call it. Of course, FaceTime is a copyrighted name, so I can't call it that. It's going to come with Android 2.1, although as soon as the 2.2 rolls out, it'll be upgraded to that. It has a 6-axis sensor for the gyroscope for gaming and stuff like that, so it'll be really cool for that. And it does have the ability to be a mobile hotspot for up to 5 devices. The Epic Sprint will also be a 4G model, so it'll be the second WiMAX unit for Sprint and the 4G, and this one, the Epic, will be a slider and a touchscreen, so it'll slide up and have the regular QWERTY keyboard plus the touchscreen. The Verizon Wireless version will be called the Fascinate, and again, it will have all that stuff. It will also, but this will only be a touchscreen. It will not have the separate keyboard, so it will have the swipe in it, but only a touchscreen. The one for US Cellular will actually be called the Galaxy S, and then the one for T-Mobile is really cool. It's going to be called the Vibrant. Again, that one is also an all-touch screen, but that one is going to become preloaded with a full-screen version of the movie Avatar, which I think is really cool. It's also going to have the Amazon Kindle for Android, so you can get your ebooks and use that as an ebook reader, which is going to be really cool. It's also the only one that actually has been announced as a July 21st release date for $199.99 minus mail-in rebate with the 2-year contract, of course. It's going to be, looks like, available in dark blue or lavender. And Radio Shack has also announced that they are taking pre-orders on July 1st. There is a $50 deposit for that. Next, Android 2.2 hits Nexus One, so who's next? And basically, throughout the country and in various AT&T and T-Mobile Nexus Ones, the over-the-air update last Wednesday has already happened. Now, there's been no real rhyme or reason as to who got and why got and this got and that got. Nobody really knows, and I've looked up a number of articles, a number of issues on this. So if you have any more information on it, I'd love to hear it at blogquestions@phonescholar.com, or please put a comment under this article on the website to let me know if there's more information out there, because I try to look up as much as I can, but of course I don't get absolutely everything. So please let me know. The next one, and just to let you know, some of you are saying, wait a minute, AT&T Nexus One. Well, yes, it was rolled out under T-Mobile, but of course all phones, these phones can be unlocked, and then if we put an AT&T SIM chip, it can be used for that. And there's various places you can check that. Again, if you need that information, please let me know and I'll get it for you. So who's next? Well, originally the Motorola Droid was supposed to be absolutely the next one in line, but now that Verizon Wireless is going to be rolling out the Droid X, they're saying that that will be probably the next one. They're also saying that the Droid and the Droid X will probably get it about the same time, and of course all that is slated for, they're saying, sometime this summer. Well, seeing that it's July, close to July, and we're halfway through summer or close to it, hopefully it'll be soon. And also the fact that the Droid X is coming out with 2.1. Originally they said they wanted to have 2.2, but it looks like the Droid X phone will be ready before the 2.2 technology is completely ready and done. So that's the reason for that, and they want to get that going as quick as soon as possible. Also under this one, I want to let you know that I do have links to Android Central, which is a really good website for Android information if you want to take a look at that. And there's also a link for the updated Android 2.2 upgrade list that I originally had on an article in the beginning of this month. This is an upgraded list of that to see some of the phones, the recent phones, as to whether they're going to be getting it. They may be getting it or won't be getting it at all. So check that out. Finally, yes, Google started rolling out Froyo. Here's the proof. And there's a video of someone on an AT&T Nexus One that now there's no comment on the video. They just show I'm going through the motions of using the Nexus One, but at one point it does show a screenshot of Android 2.2 on there. So take a look at that. It also, in that article, tells you why the rollout stopped and why every single Nexus One doesn't have it. So check it out. More information than pretty good information, so check that out. Under categories, under AT&T and Android, I had two people write in this week, actually on Sunday, asking me specific questions. One is the AT&T Aria getting Froyo 2.2 Android? And unfortunately, I was not able to find any information anywhere specifically talking about the Aria. On the upgraded list, it's not on there either, probably because the phone is so new, they haven't said anything. But there is a speculation that the backflip there's an outside chance that may get the upgrade, and if that doesn't, obviously the Aria definitely will. So that's not absolute proven, that's my opinion. So there you go. Thank you, Terrence. And then Alan wrote in, I like AT&T, I have an iPhone 3GS, but I'm not sure I like the restrictions that Apple's putting on the new phone. I want to stick with AT&T, but I want to get an Android phone. What do you recommend? And basically, I told him I recommend waiting for the Captivate. Again, there's no absolute rollout date, but since T-Mobile has announced that they're coming out July 21st with their version, I'm sure the other ones are not going to be that far behind. So waiting a few weeks or maybe a month or 6 weeks for that, I think it's worth it. I put the link from my original June 18th information about the Captivate in that category article, so check it out. Next, iPhone parts cost, Apple just $171. Sorry, on the I like the AT&T under categories. It's under AT&T, Apple, Android, and iPhone. Under this next one, AT&T parts cost, Apple just $171 is under AT&T, Apple, and iPhone categories. And basically, so I guess a lot of you are now going to say, well, okay, so they're only making 29 bucks on the 16 gig and 129 bucks on the 32 gig. And that is not true, because Apple sells the phones to AT&T, Radio Shack, Walmart, whoever's carrying them for the full price, and then for the most part AT&T subsidizes that rest of that money. So Apple still gets its full amount of money for the phone. I don't know exactly the amounts. They're saying it's an average of about $529 for the 16 gig and $629. So they're making buku bucks. In fact, since they're speculating 1.7 million iPhone 4s were sold over the first 3 days, they're saying they may have made as much as $1 billion on that. So Steve isn't hurting and he knows what he's doing. So take a look at that. Verizon Wireless, under Verizon Wireless, already cutting its KIN prices in half. And while the article says it's not unusual for Verizon Wireless to put things on sale, for it to be cutting it this soon is a little bit unusual, and obviously it's probably due to lack of sales or lack of sales against something else. So there's a number of other phones. There's about 5 phones that are actually putting on sale, so check that out. And then finally, Radio Shack regrets limited iPhone 4 supply offering. And I wanted to put this in because on the launch date I talked about the upgrade, or the trade-in, excuse me, the trade-in specials that the different companies are doing. Well, Radio Shack has a mail-in trade-in for its electronics, but for the launch weekend they were doing it as an in-store special without having to do that. Well, they've extended that through July 25th because of the issues. They said they are going to be constantly restocking. They're also offering their $20 accessory credit through July 25th that they offered on the opening weekend, and some pretty darn good accessory bundles. So that's under the Apple and the iPhone categories, so go ahead and take a look at that. That's all I got for today. I want to thank the people who are subscribing to my YouTube account. It's getting hot and heavy, so I truly appreciate that. And for everything else, blog questions at phonescholar.com, and go to the website www.phonescholar.com. Thanks, have a great day.